Coming into the 2025 season, I saw Justin Fields as the perfect bridge quarterback. But on Sunday against the Steelers, he proved he can be so much more. Let's break down the All-22 and I'll show you why the Jets have a potential Fields of Dreams. Let's go. What is going on, everybody? It's Luke here in the Jets film room, and we're back with another All-22 breakdown. And today we have to look at the quarterback because Justin Fields was the biggest surprise packet from week 1. I had relatively low expectations for the Jets coming into the season, especially on offense, but Fields exceeded those. He was tremendous, and 3 key areas stood out. The first of which, he avoided negative plays. He was really nuanced in the pocket, and he made plays outside of structure with his arm rather than his legs. Great example to start the video today. Out of shotgun, have a look how Fields has a feel. He understands when the rush is coming to get out of the pocket and then zips this ball out of platform. Tyler Johnson goes for yards after the catch, but I love how it starts inside of the pocket. He feels it crumbling from the left-hand side. Simpson has a little bit of trouble with the bull rush. We're just going to step up, navigate our way through that muddy pocket, and look at the platform. Talk about throwing off one leg, but getting this ball to the correct shoulder, which we're going to touch on later. Gets it to the outside shoulder, keeps it away from the safety, and makes sure that this is a huge gain on third down from the Jets. Just an awesome play from Justin Fields. But this kind of stuff was littered on the Justin Fields tape. For the Jets offense to be successful, they have to avoid second and long. They're not built to withstand it. They want to run the football, so it's so important that you avoid these negative plays. Great example from Fields on 1st and 10. He feels the spin move coming from the left-hand side. He wades to his left, steps up, makes a man miss, and then throws an accurate ball to Garrett Wilson to keep the Jets ahead of the chains. But this is the impressive bit. Not just shuffling to his left-hand side to get off the spot, but the way he moves up in the pocket. This is what makes the Steelers' defenders go around the edge, keeps himself clean, protects the football, and now he can go be a playmaker with his arm. This is the kind of stuff that impressed me. And I'm sure there are going to be times later in the season when I say Justin Fields holds the ball for too long. This is not an example of that. This is him having an innate understanding, a really good internal clock, and it's a fantastic play outside of structure. And I'm a huge fan of themes. I don't care if a player does something once, I want to see it over and over again. So let's nail it home. Justin Fields out of shotgun, they're going to send Allen in motion. Look how he just steps up, a little bit of pressure from the left-hand side of the pocket, flicks this ball to Garrett Wilson, and it's an enormous gain. Now, I want to see Garrett Wilson get in here because I think this should have been a touchdown, but it all starts in the pocket with number 7 having that, again, feel, understanding where to go, and this is a different Justin Fields. I think in past season, he tucks this ball against zone, he gets 5 or 6 yards, slides, and the Jets keep ahead of the sticks. Instead, be a playmaker with your arm. You've got Garrett Wilson, he's got that connection. It's another great play. Watching back the All-22, the second aspect of Fields' game that really jumped off the screen was his ball placement and accuracy. Not something I associate with him, especially in the intermediate part of the field. But here's a great example. It also has some nuance and eye manipulation. So out of shotgun, Justin Fields is going to see Garrett Wilson flashing across your screen on the shallow cross right here. He has eyes on number 5. He is moving the zone defender, left-hand side of your screen. He freezes him, and then watch him just rip this ball straight down the seam for another big positive gain. You need chunk plays to win in the NFL. This is a great example of it. Look at this ball, just absolutely ripped past the ear of the defensive back. He is frozen. It's a line drive. That is fantastic quarterback play. You have to have the understanding, though, that in zone coverage, you can't lead people to the football. Justin sells that he wants to throw to Garrett Wilson, that he's going to find his key guy underneath. He does that well enough to open up this throwing window. Spectacular job. And this next one is my favorite play from the entirety of the Jets game against the Steelers. Location, location, location from Justin Fields. So what have we got? Key third down. He's going to hit Jeremy Ruckert, who's chipping on TJ Watt, right-hand side of your screen. But as this play unfolds, I'm going to freeze it for you right here. If he throws this ball to Jeremy Ruckert on his inside shoulder or puts it on his numbers between the chest, this is an interception. It's probably a pick 6, but look at the location. That That right there is perfect from Justin Fields. He leads him away, he gets it past the outstretched arm of the DB, and it's a huge, vital completion for the Jets. This is growth. This is not something I've seen from Justin Fields over the last 2 or 3 years. For me, he's a guy who throws a pretty deep ball, who has really good leg usage and can be an athlete outside of the pocket. I didn't see this kind of ball location. An awesome play. Great job from Jeremy Ruckert, a guy I've not been a huge fan of thus far in his Jets career. But you want to talk about understanding the ideal location, making a key play on third down. That's how you do it, number 7. And this is the touchdown. I mentioned how he can drive the ball down the field. Beautiful example of that from Justin Fields. We've got cover 1 here from the Pittsburgh Steelers. For the Jets, we've got crossing routes coming from both sides of the formation. What do we want to see? As we let this roll, freeze it right here. The safety is driving. I've circled him for you. Middle field closed, single high free safety. He drives here down on the football. He makes his decision. That means we've got one-on-one coverage for Garrett Wilson. He has a step on the DB and he hits him in stride for a huge touchdown for the New York Jets. This is not the most difficult throw to make. I know Justin Fields can do this, but again, it's the decision-making process. It's trusting what he sees, and then that connection with number 5. You can see it from the back view as well, guys. Great pocket from the Jets. I mean, just perfect. I gushed about the O-line yesterday and the work that Membu did, but look at this delivery. I mean, talk about dropping this in the bucket, in stride. That's a thing of beauty. He was extremely accurate with the football, all 3 levels. A great job from Justin Fields. And the last thing I noticed about Justin Fields' game, this one is no surprise, his ability to be an athlete and a runner of the football outside of the pocket. Now, the Jets' O-line is significantly better. Breece Hall had a great game, but when you're looking at why they're so successful grounding and pounding the football, you have to acknowledge the impact that Justin Fields has. Look at this here from the Steelers. TJ Watt does a fantastic job reading this out. He plays it perfectly, but Justin Fields is that good an athlete that he goes straight around him, he picks up the first down, and he does it with ease. Even when defenses do things exactly how they wanted, how they've practiced all week long, he is so dynamic that he can make you miss, he has the speed to get around the edge, and he can do this on designed runs all day long. I'm not going to show you him rolling out on the bootleg on 4th and 1 because he didn't do anything impressive. It was great play action sell, but this is the stuff where you can really see that Justin Fields is that top 1% athlete in the NFL. Even when teams do exactly what they want, they can't contain him. So guys, there's a breakdown of Justin Fields and his first start in green and white. I was shocked, I was surprised, I did not anticipate the Jets putting up 32 points, and if this is a theme, we're in for a heck of a season.